From the city of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Los Angeles Angels. First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill in this one, Yusei Kikuchi. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Just about ready to roll. TJ Friedl getting ready to hit. And we're underway here in Philly. That one fouled off.
Ball outside.
Inside.
No, that's inside.
3 balls and a strike. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Payoff pitch. And that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Recognize the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there.
Oh, he jumped the gun for second. The tag, and he's out at second. Now it's going to be Matt McClain. And it's into the gap. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll make it safely. That's a double.
Batting third, the shortstop, Ellie.
One out, runner at second. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Base hit! Here comes the throw. Safe at the plate. And it's 1-0.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And here is Sal Stewart. Man at first, one away. Ellie on his way to second. Swing and a miss. Save. De La Cruz gets his first steal of the game. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. He is safe.
No, he's in there.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really protected with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Eugenio Suarez in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98 even.
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. A 2-run shot, and they add on. It's 4-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
1 down. Next for Cincinnati, Tyler Stevenson. Swing and a foul straight back.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. And that's a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he'll reach second with one away.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Slings to first in time. Now it's the right fielder, Noel V. Marte.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Neto. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. On the hill for the Reds, Andrew Abbott. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays and help you get through the innings.
Digging in, Zach Neto. Swing and a bouncer. Stevenson whips it to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. So in now for the Angels, Nolan Schanuel. Line drive, and it stays fair. Around first, digging for 2. Here's the throw, and he'll pull into second safely.
Waste no time there. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Here's Mike Trout. And first offering is fouled off. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Gone. A 2-run homer. And they close the gap. It's 4-2.
There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Here is Yoan Moncada. In the air to left center. Myers gets under it. 2 down. Now batting Joe Adell.
The right fielder, number 7, Joe Adell.
Ball outside.
Abbott, 26 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick in 2021. That one hammered, but pulled foul. 2 down, nobody on. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. So he gets a hit after a long battle with the pitcher. And next for the Angels, Josh Lowe. Not the best swing that time from the first-round pick.
Inside, ball.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Adele grounds second on his way to third. Coming home. And now they trail by one.
Well, back within one as he brings home the run. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Soler in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Man on second, 2 down. Late swing fouled off. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Stays alive. Next pitch is outside. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. Tie ball game, 4-4. 2 outs, runner at first. And now the catcher comes up to him. Logan O'Hoppe. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Flashes the leather on the running catch. That is the inning. We move ahead to the top of the second now. In now for the Reds, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. Saying he wasn't very sharp. In the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. TJ Friedl will hit next. Trout on his horse. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away now. Here's the second baseman, Matt McClain. A double and a run scored his first time up. That's the third. Moncada zips it across. That's the third out. Back here in Philadelphia. So in now for the Angels, Adam Frazier.
Adam Frazier. Now pitching for
new pitcher for the Reds, Tony Santillan.
Tony Santillan.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swings and misses, and it's 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Tied at 4. Now fly ball to right center. Friedl has a beat on it. And there's one down. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. He's 0 for 1.
Neto.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. swung underneath it. So a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Tosses to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Nolan Shotwell, the next to hit. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored.
Nope, that's outside. Ball. Ball, that's up.
That one not close. Ball 3. Left field. And that will end the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, in now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Tied at 4. Swing and a ball popped up. 1 down.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
Runner takes off. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. That one carrying. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And it gives them the lead in the 3rd. It's 6-4.
He's flexing his power with another home run, Boo. Not surprising when you've got that kind of pop, but always impressive going deep twice in the same game.
And here's the catch. Tyler Stevens. So they bring on the veteran, Drew Pomeranz.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Up the middle. Handles, throws to first, and now 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Dane Myers. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Hit on the ground to short, Neto. And that is the inning. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. So in now for the Angels, Mike Trout.
Trout is one of the best players of his generation. He's a fan favorite because he brings a rare combination of speed, power, and all-around talent to the team. He's exactly the type of player you want to build around.
Myers takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Here is Moncada. He's 0 for 1.
Nope, that's in.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Angels.
Here's Joe Adele. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boo, light tower power?
That's right. The 0-2. And a swing and a miss.
The
2
batter,
gone.
number 3, designated hitter,
Josh Lowe digs in now.
Lowe.
He doubled home a run in his first AB. Yeah, that's fouled off. Comes up empty. Moncada, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. On to the 4th. In now for the Reds, Noel V. Marte. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, these Reds putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. You just can't average 2 runs per inning without a complete team effort from the lineup. Everyone's been doing their job, setting up the next hitter and taking care of their own business at the plate.
Here's a high chopper. Frazier. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Up next for Cincinnati, the third
So a
baseman,
man at
number 3,
first.
Ke'Bryan
Now batting Ke'Bryan Hayes. Runner on the go. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Runner on the go again. And that one in the air center field. Trout takes it in for the out. 1 away. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time. So the batting order turns over. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedl, 1 for 2. And a foul ball. Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw to second on a bounce. Safe. Out to short. Neto throws to first in time.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Next for Cincinnati, Matt McClain. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Marte on his horse around third. He'll score easily. And they take a 3-run lead.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much.
Runner on the move. Up the middle. And it finds its way through for a hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Stewart in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Two on, 2 outs. Fly ball down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Swing and he popped it up. Neto moving under it. And that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the inning. So in now for the Angels, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler.
Soler goes 6 feet 3 inches, 34-year-old vet, and he was born in Cuba. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
The catcher, number
Logan
14,
O'Hoppe now at the plate. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. To the right side, into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for the Angels.
Here's Adam Frazier, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. To the right side. And that chance handled. The throw to first. Now 2 away. Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Zach Neto has grounded out a couple of times.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Man at second.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Gets him easily, ends the inning. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the designated hitter for the Reds, Eugenio Suarez. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, these Reds doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
On the ground to third. Whips it to first. 1 away here in the 5th.
Up next,
here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. And first offering is fouled off.
Now pitching for
so the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Brent Suter.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Ripped, but it curls foul. In the air, right field. Adele on the run. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 down. Now here is Dane Myers. He's grounded out a couple of times. Smoked on the ground to second. Frazier on to first in time. Inning over. Back at Citizens Bank Park. So in now for the Angels, Nolan Shotwell. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Way back there. And it is gone. That one felt good. And they cut into the lead. It's 7-5.
Look, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try. Bring that one back.
Now Trout gets a chance to hit. Trout in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1.
You know, these Angels really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
And now Yoan Moncada. Late swing, foul to the left. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
No, that's low. Ball.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's way high. And now 3-2. Base hit center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Angels.
And up next for Los Angeles, Joe Adell.
3-pitch.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Emilio Pagan.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Foul ball there. And the 0-1. Fouled off left side. And a swing and a miss. 2 out.
The batter, number 3.
Next is the designated hitter, Josh Lowe.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Moncada around third. And now they trail by 1.
Everything came together for him. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And the batter now, Jorge Soler. This one in the air center field. Friedel under this one. And that is the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, all set for the top of the 6th.
Really important time for a shutdown inning. The last thing they want to do is give up the runs they just scored. Man, that'll steal the momentum. They're hoping to make quick work of this half inning.
Out towards left center. Trout under it. And there's 1 down. Next to hit, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
The third baseman, number 3, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Into second, and he's got a double.
Up next for Cincinnati, the
1 out, runner at second. TJ Friedel, the next to hit for the Reds. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. 1 out, the runner at second, and we're the top half of the 6th. Comes up empty.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. He walks him, no big deal.
This one in the air center field, and there's 2 down. In now for the Reds, Matt McClain.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
He's trying for third. And there's a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. Man on second, 2 down. Runner goes again. Fly ball down the line. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. The 0-2. Runner goes again. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Man at second. Runner on the move again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Runner goes again. Fastball right back to the mound. To first, and that will end the inning. Back here, Citizens
And
Bank
leading
Park.
off for
Here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Now at the plate, Adam Frazier. In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Here's your 1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And there's 1 down. 1 out man at first. Zach Neto will hit next. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts.
That's inside. Ball.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Late swing. Fouled off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The Angels with the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Up next for the Angels.
So digging in, Nolan Shadowell. He's already homered in this game. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Trout in the box, lays off for ball 1. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. We go to the top of the 7th. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Sean Anderson.
Sean Anderson.
And that should be extra bases. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's into third. Have a game. That's his 4th hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
Tosses across to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Hey, Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. Play is made, 2 out. And now it's going to be Tyler Stevenson. 1 for 3. On the ground, right side. Frazier on to first in time. And the inning is over. bottom of the seventh. So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Yoan Moncada.
Yoan Moncada.
Here's Johnson. Gets handed the rock out of the pen.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Ground ball right side, and it's just foul. That was close. Looking to get the tying run on base. Out towards right center field. And a quick out, number one. Now it's the right fielder, Joe Adell.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
And that one fouled off. Late with the swing there.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you...
Swings and misses, struck him out. Went back to the slurve, and it was the right choice. Now, Josh Lowe. Ground ball up the middle. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Ready to begin the eighth. In now for the Reds, Dane Myers. And a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And he chases that one below the zone. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for Cincinnati, the right fielder, number 4.
And now the right fielder, Noel V. Marte. Runner on the go. Right side. Hot shot. And he can't knock it down.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And here is Ke'Bryan Hayes. Frazier on to first in time. And that is a big first out. Runners at second and third and one out. TJ Friedl, the next to hit. Golden opportunity right here.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
On the ground. Frazier on to first in time. And there's two down. So up next, Matt McClain. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score two. Rolled over to third. Moncada whips it across. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. So in now for the Angels, Jorge Soler.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. I talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Now the catcher up to hit, Logan O'Hoppe. Ball one there. The Reds trying to hold a one-run lead here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. And there's a base hit, and the tying run is on base.
That's back-to-back singles for him. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. And now the shortstop, Zach Neto.
Shortstop, Zach Neto.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
That one finds the zone. 0-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in a 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Good job to fight that one off. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. A dive. Nice stop. Fires to first. What a play. Inning over. All set to start the 9th in this one. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz.
Now pitching.
Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Jordan Romano.
Jordan Romano.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get.
Ellie looking to steal. That one is absolutely belted. This looks like extra bases. Headed for the plate. And they take a 2-run lead in the 9th. Trout hustles it back in, and that keeps him from advancing past second. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Adele should have this one. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson. 1 for 4 with a double. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. Be a big pickoff if he can push a run across.
Oh, great stop. The underhand flip. It's there, and that's a great play. Dane Myers getting ready to hit.
Dane Myers.
Line drive to short and caught. All set for the bottom of the 9th. So in now for the Angels, Nolan Schanuel.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Angels.
Here's Trout. He's already homered here in this one.
Trout.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. And that is out of play. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Sam Moll.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
The tying run at the plate and fouled off. On the ground to short. The turn by McLean at second. A double play. That might send some folks towards the exits. Two gone. Base is empty after the double play. Here comes Yoan Moncada. Hit hard. Base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Now a chance for Joe Adell. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Ball game.
Certainly can't complain about a lack of action in this one. A high-scoring game. Purists might not love it, but pretty impressive showing at the plate from both sides.
Final score of 8-6 in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.